Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Formers Friday here on the Pop Culture Network. And today, do I have something for you? I do. Yes, I do. Thank you very much. And now, before I start, I know some of you are thinking, Dirt, how do you get that good looking? And it's natural. It just comes to me. I can't help you with that. But some of you are even wondering, hey, Dirt, what happened to Formers Friday last week? Because you didn't do one. And that's true. And there's a very, very good reason for that. I forgot. So, with that in mind, sorry, the best I can do is apologize. But don't forget, if you have any questions, comments, you ever want to get a hold of me, you ever need to send me a note or whatever, you can email me, dirt@popculturenetwork.com. You can always find me on Twitter. It's at @PCN_dirt or at popculturenet. You can always find us on Facebook. There's the official Pop Culture Network group or the Pop Culture Network page. There's also the That New Toy Smell page and the That New Toy Smell Twitter. So anywhere you want to go to try to find us, you can go there and do that. Oh, also, don't let me forget, we have a 24-hour voicemail line. And I haven't mentioned this in a year or 6 months or something. But if you call area code 217-953-4025. You can get our 24 hours a day, 7 days a week voicemail line and leave us a message there. And, I mean, if they're good and, you sound somewhat intelligent, we may actually use them in a show. So all recordings then become property of popculturenetwork.com. Anyway, all of that out of the way, let's get into what we're talking about today, and that is some good stuff. We have these transformation gear toys. Now, I mentioned these several weeks ago that I had these in the hopper as something we wanted to get to at some point, in the future. And we just haven't done it yet. So today's the day that we're going to get to them. And I had spoken about whether or not you guys were open to doing some of the more, weird stuff like this, stuff that isn't necessarily Transformers, but definitely, falls in line with that. And these are just an oddity. Killen from Pop Culture Network, he actually found these, bought them and gave them to me because he found them somewhere when he was out shopping. And he was just like, this is the most bizarre random thing. So it's a shrink-wrapped package of two of these toys. Even has barcode on the back showing that they're new, made in China, all the warning label stuff. And we've got two of them in these boxes. Let's see. And they're called Transformation Gear. Bump and Transformation. So we're going to pop these things open today. I've been holding on to these things for a month and a half, 2 months, whatever, because I knew eventually someday we'd want to do a video featuring these, and these are just so random that I wanted to go through them. So technically not Transformers, but they fall in line with Transformer stuff. So let's grab the X-Acto knife here, and we're going to just cut the plastic right along here on this edge and just pull it apart. And I have no idea. We have, like I said, there's two of these boxes here. I don't know if we're going to have two of the same figure, if we're going to get two different figures. Could be a box full of dead crickets. I really don't know. So hopefully it's not dead crickets or live. But let's take a look. So plastic's off. We've got the first box out. Transformation Gear. And these are friction powered. So it looks like it's a pull back and go type of thing. And I'm guessing, since it says bump and transformation, I'm guessing you pull back, they smack into something, and they pop open. So they're that type of thing. Let's see, this side is just the logo. The top shows three kinds of style. So there's a red and black, there's a silver, and there's a yellow, and this is apparently a red and black, but it's checkmarked on the blue. So I guess there's even different color variations within the different model numbers. Anything else? We've got your standard safety feature stuff there on the bottom. Don't give these to little kids because little kids like to eat things. And also, if they have long hair, it'll get messed up in their hair if it's a pull back and go thing. All right, now these are taped, actually, on the box, so I'm going to need my knife back here. We're going to have to cut this tape here. get it open. Here we go. Has it been worth the wait? All right, so it is. All right, so it is the style of the red car. That red car on the end there, you can see it's that style, but when we open it up, it is in fact blue. So it is a different color. So that check mark does make a difference on the color. So it is a blue one. And opening up, okay, there's absolutely nothing else in the box except the toy. And pulling it out of the box, it instantly transformed into this. Wow! That is, wow, look at the side of this thing. Okay, so this is a pop-open one. Transformers have done this. They did it as the GoBots line, I think, right? But they did movie figures that were like this, that were like the single pop-up thing, just an easy transformation. So what we have here, as you can see, there's a little clip there in the toes. Can I get it to focus on that? Maybe. Don't focus on my face. Focus on the toy. There we go. You can see there's a little hook there on the toes that clips in. These gigantic feet, because it's the back of the car. And then the arms are just kind of stuck out at the sides there. And there are no actual hands. There's no trying to put fingers or anything to it. It is just incredibly simple and basic. The head pops up. So fold it down, and it snaps into place, and there's our car. And not a bad-looking car. Is that like a Tesla, maybe, with that small grill there? Okay, so it's oh, and there's some engine in the back, so you can see some engine stuff. Ooh, look at that! All right, so it says it's a bump and transformation, so I'm guessing, yep, just like that. There you go. Wow, exciting, huh? So. Since I don't know how much these actually sold for, because Killen bought them for me, I mean, I'm guessing they can't have been that expensive. And I can feel the wheels here. They have some sort of friction mechanism where I'm sliding it a little bit, but there's something in there that's like revving, making a revving sound, almost like an engine. I'm pulling it back to try to do a pull back and go, and it is not it's not doing anything. So here I'll try to. Doesn't go. So it's not a pull back and go. It's actually just one of these, and then it'll go on its own. So, all right. So it's not a pull back and go. Does this say pull back and go? Well, it's just this just says friction powered. So it's friction powered, but it's not friction pull back and go. It's just friction because you can rev it up and then set it down and it'll fly. One thing I'm noticing here that's kind of weird, it has these little flaps in the back, I guess for some sort of added stability, for when it transforms, I guess just to keep it from flipping backwards, to help hold it up in the robot mode. So, all right. So we've got one here, blue and black. That's something. And it's pretty solid. I mean, as a car, it looks good as the car, right? I mean, it's just like a little toy car with the friction thing. But you can see there's this little piece that pops out here. That's the actual switch that releases it. So if you were to lift the screw, there's a little spring mechanism there that actually allows it to pop out. So robot mode, not the greatest. Although I like how his chest armor looks kind of like lobster shell almost in the way there. So that's something. All right, so there's that guy. So we'll open this other one here. And this, all right, this one has a little check mark on the red instead of the blue. So I'm going to guess that this is actually the same model car, but just red color instead of blue color. Let's take a look here. Yeah. All right. And again, you open the box, and there it is. Open the back end on this one. But yeah, just the red car, and it feels like there's already some tension, like it's going to pop out. Yep. And this one's kind of stuck, half transformation, inside the box. There it goes. All right, so here's a red one. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. Red versus blue. You can do it this way. Do it this way. Do it. Ooh, all kinds of different angles and looks. But you can see it's the same car, same mechanism. And when the robot transforms, if you don't put your fingers in the way and get it stuck, then they are the same robot. And kind of disappointingly, even the midsections here, where you can see those armor panels, they're even painted the same color. That's a little disappointing. I would have liked a little more color variation, besides the fact that the cars are different. Now the cars, looks like they're actually molded. They're actually molded in the color. So this one as red is molded in red. This one as blue is molded in blue. And then the black portions, where they overlap, like up here, it's painted on. Whereas these panels in the back, because they're all black, are actually molded in black. So, I mean, they do have some manufacturing knowledge going on. They're not absolutely worthless, But still, not the type of thing I would normally pick up on my own. But like I said, since Killen sent it to me, I was more than happy to take it to play with. But yeah, so there's that. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't open up the thing to see if, because I can see that there's a couple people actually, some of you guys are actually watching, so I want to see if there's some comments here on YouTube. Don't forget, guys, when you're watching this live on YouTube, you can put comments in and I can see them. Yeah, so don't be afraid to ask questions. Like, this is part of the reason why I like doing it live, is so that you can ask and I can respond. And I'll also remind you that you can always, again, send me an email, dirt@popculturenetwork.com. Find me on Twitter, @PCN_dirt. Facebook, the official Pop Culture Network group. All kinds of different places. So, yeah, so there we go. So, like I said, they're not the worst thing ever. And if these are, I'm sure these are like $4, maybe $5 a piece. They're fine. I definitely, if I was going to buy... If a kid saw these and wanted them, like if my son was still little, he was in the store. Oh, I want it. $5. I'd probably go ahead and buy it. Anything more than that, I wouldn't. But if they're cheaper than that, I have no idea. Like I said, I don't even know where they came from. Just Killen found them somewhere and bought them and brought them into for me to do a thing on. Just they're simple transformations. And like I said, even, Hasbro has done some of these with the movie lines. Very similar. In fact, I don't even know. I don't think these are an actual knockoff of... I don't think these are an actual knockoff of any of the movie figures. I think it's just their own... Some company, doing a cheap kid's toy in China, and they got imported here. Definitely interesting, but... There you go. So that's going to do it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, popculturenetwork.com. Make sure you go there, check everything out. I'm even on VK. If you guys are in Russia, you got a VK page. Make sure you check out my VK ID is on there as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.